Good morning. Every new generation basically goes through the same problems, the same mistakes, the same fears, the same frustrations, the same joys, the same emotions, generally speaking. And with business, it's very similar. Think about the 1930s. The Wild West had already been explored. There was nothing new, right? What was new? And since then, we've had, flight had already existed on some level, but legitimately, like we fly all over the place now. We've got tablets that we handhold. We've got Facebook and Google and social networks and internet, and we've got all these crazy things that have been invented since the 1930s. And yet in the 1930s, where people were like, oh no, it's a depression. There's nothing new under the sun. We're all going to fail and it's going to be awful. And that's simply not true. In the same way, right now, the world goes through crazy things, legitimately. Having said that, I often hear people say, but there are no new ideas. Everything's been done. And that's absolutely false. It's completely false. There are three basic types in this world. There are people who kind of coast through the world and do what they do, and don't think any new thoughts and don't whine necessarily, but just kind of go through life. But then there are two extremes. One extreme are the people who whine about no new opportunities. The other extreme are the people who go, I'm going to think about what the new opportunities are. I just interviewed somebody, actually yesterday, and they were talking about this. They thought some economic things started happening in their lives, in the community's life, and so they sat down and wrote on paper, how am I going to handle it? How am I going to grow? How am I going to meet my goals in this climate, in this economic climate, in this what's happening in the world? And that's fantastic. That's exactly what we need. If you are planning, you are growing, and you're going to do amazing things for your business. So here's the challenge. It's going to be a very simple challenge this morning. This morning, what your challenge is to ask yourself, what can I do that's different? What can I do that's new? I'm going to give you a task that if you do this for 30 days is going to revolutionize your business. I can guarantee it. I can promise it. Are you willing to listen to this? I rarely give a promise. I rarely give a guarantee. This will guaranteed change how you think about business, guaranteed change how you bring value to your clients, and how you operate your business. This is what I want you to do every single morning. Now, there are people like Earl Nightingale, other people who talk about doing this like 20 things every morning. That's too onerous. It's crazy to do that, okay? Legitimately, I found great success with just doing 5. So what I want you to do is every single morning, as you're getting ready for your day, what I want you to do when your mind is fresh, I want you to write down what are 5 things that I haven't thought of before. What are 5 things that will bring better value to my clients or customers? What are 5 things that will change my business? What are 5 ways to generate new revenue? What are 5 things that I can research and develop? What are 5 things? Just ask yourself, what are 5 things in those areas that I can do that will improve my business? This is what's going to happen if you take me on this. So by the way, I'm guessing that about 3 to 4% of the people, because that's generally speaking what happens, 3 to 4% of the people watching this are not going to be action takers. 3-4% are going to be the ones that actually take action on. The rest are not going to take action. The rest are going to go, oh, that's a good idea, and then think about it and then drop it. So legitimately, you're going to have to set this time apart because it's a commitment. But if you're willing to make this commitment, it will change your business. Write down 5 new ideas every day. This is what will happen if you take the action. This is what I found. The first 3-4 days are actually quite easy. Sometimes even 5, 6, 7th day are fairly easy for most of my clients. Then people go through a real struggle because now we've used all of our ideas that would have been sitting in and playing around in our brain for weeks or months or years. Once those ideas are out, once you've written down 15, 20, 30, 40 ideas, now what you're going to have to do is think of new ideas. You have to grow this part of your brain. And this will take a little while. Having said that, if you can get through that second week, usually people who get through the second week, the 3rd and 4th weeks are fantastic for them. Here's another warning, a little note to attach to this. That is that you will most likely have most of your ideas be junk. Most of your ideas will not be worth $1 million. Having said that, is it worth doing the exercise if 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 ideas come out of there that make you way more money? Make you way more money. Every time I've done this for myself, I've grown my business. Every time my clients have done this for themselves, they've grown their business. Try it out for yourself. Trust me with this and see how it turns out. Let me know how this goes. If you have feedback from me, if you have any questions about the process, let me know. But it's 5 new ideas every day that will increase business, that will help you help others around you. If you do that consistently, I'm guaranteeing that you're going to come up with some ideas that can completely change your business, make a huge difference for you. I want you to try this, but even if you don't, I want you to think about the value of it and enjoy your day.